Orange traffic 91898 taking runway 31 for departure. Will be departing overhead midfield to the north out of Hamilton Owens.
And where are we?
Heading off to Bishopville for the Breakfast Club this morning.
Cap 3932 radar contact 3 miles east of Sumter Airport. There will be traffic inbound to Lee County Buttersfield this morning for Breakfast Club.
Hey, I always like those things, so yeah, we'll keep an eye on them.
I'm glad they know.
Lee County traffic 898 turning left base 24 Lee County.
Lee County Skylane is 3 to the east. We'll be entering the left now, 124 Lee County.
And Lee County traffic 91898 is turning final runway 24 at Lee County.
folks. We're going to go ahead and start the meeting. I want to start by thanking all the folks that were responsible for getting us here again and been coming to this little museum for years. And it's always such a treat to come in because we've got the museum now that we go into, and it's expanding. We've got the Cotton Museum, which was the first museum we had, and then they put the War Museum in here, and there are so many really good exhibits in there. You need to take time and go through it. We want to thank you guys very much for fixing breakfast for us this morning. It was wonderful. Grits and the casserole, great. So thank you very much. Let's give them a hand.
Forward to next year.
Yes, sir. We couldn't do it without you guys, and we really do appreciate all you do. I know we've got one person who's never been here before. Do we have anybody else here who has never been to a breakfast club before? Well, congratulations. You are now lifetime members. This organization was started in 1938 by Thomas Summers. He was a local businessman in Orangeburg who, as his daughter put it, loved speed. So he liked fast cars, he had fast boats, and then he discovered airplanes. So he would get up on a Sunday morning before church and get his daughter Sylvia, and they'd go off to a different airport about every other week to have breakfast. And before long, some of his friends in the area figured out what he was doing. They'd call him up on Saturday night and ask him, "Where are you going tomorrow? We'll meet you there." And that's how this organization started and grew. The size, the last time we had a poll done, I think Gerald said it was done in about 2008, and they figured out we had about 8,000 members. Because once you come once, you're a member for life. There are no dues and no bylaws, you can't get kicked out, so that's how we accumulate members. So, welcome to the Breakfast Club. You are now lifetime members. Y'all flew in, yes? And you flew in from where? Marion County. Do we have anybody, there's a tradition that Scott came up with. Gerald had a tradition of giving little prizes to the man that flew the farthest to get to the Breakfast Club. Well, we've expanded that to the man, the woman, and the youngest pilot to come to the Breakfast Club. And y'all came, what is it, from here to Marion? About 50, 60 miles? 56 miles. Do we have a man in the audience who doesn't already have a hat who came farther than 56 miles to get here this morning? Guess not. So which of you in that airplane would like this hat? Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
And I think I already know the answer to this question. The lady that came the farthest to get here was the same as the man, correct? So you get the lady's hat. You are very welcome. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you flying yourself in here sometime soon. One day. Now this last one, we might be hard pressed to find the youngest person in the room who came to the Breakfast Club. And young at heart doesn't count. And I don't see any real candidates for the youngest person who came to the Breakfast Club.
My wife says I'm mentally only
So I think we'll hold on to this for the next one. But let's give the two folks that came the farthest a hand. number is a 0. Second number is a 1.
All right.
Third number is a 7.
Okay.
Fourth number is a 5. You're out. Fifth number is an 8. Last number's a 2. Who's got 582?
And I have won 3 times in a row.
This first number's a 0.
Thanks, sir.
Well, there you go, sir. Very good. Keep that. All right. Well, if nobody has anything else to say,
That's been the first number. Ours is 5 to 6.
y'all fly safely going home.
Hey,
Thank you very much for coming, and hope to see all of you in Broxton Bridge.
Yeah, it's worth
traffic 91898 is taking runway 6 for departure, departing the pattern to the southwest. Thank you guys for having us for the Breakfast Club this morning.